Good morning, everyone. I'm Antonio Cera, and I'm going to talk with you about the second part of our group presentation, the State Bank of Vietnam. The State Bank of Vietnam is governed by the law of the State Bank of Vietnam. The governor is a member of the parliament, and this bank is one of the most important bank in Vietnam because it controls the monetary policy in this state. To be clear, we have to know that the monetary policy in Vietnam is very discussed in the parliament, and then the State Bank of Vietnam could decide if it's okay or it's to change something, and so it could implement the idea of the government. In fact, to grow economic growth and to a sort of better lifestyle and to control the interest rate and the inflation, the State Bank of Vietnam could use a lot of instruments from the direct and indirect instruments. So in this case, we have to say that the objects of the economic growth of the State Bank of Vietnam are the facilitation of socio-economic development, the contributes to the safety of bank activities, and the stabilization of the value of the currency, because it's one of the most important. And also we have to know that in this time, in the last period of the life of the bank, the State Bank of Vietnam, there is a lot of confusion, and there isn't a very important goal of the state bank, but the only one we can say that the only one object, the most important object, is to support the economic growth. However, as I said, there are this sort of conflict in this case, but it's in the last 4 years, in the last 10 years, we can divide it in 4 parts. The first part is from 2007 to 2008, where there is a monetary policy that move the interest rate for the deposits from 2% to 4% and from 6% to 8%, and so it tried to grow an economic growth to support the foreign investment. In the 2009 there was a demand stimulation. That means that the economic tried to the Bank of Vietnam tried to implement and try to involve this sort of demand with a lot of instruments, and like the idea to fix the Vietnam dong in a currency to a better exchange with the other states. In the 2010-2011 there was an implementation of the policy to stabilize, as I said, this economic growth that was in the past, and in the last was 2011 to now there was a macro economic stability, but in this case in the bank focused the inflation to a better to solve this problem and to go the inflation rate at 3-4%, 1% in Europe, like in Europe. So in conclusion, monetary policy is most important, it's very significant for the banking system, and the State Bank of Vietnam should pay more attention to banks' liquidity and to ratio, because they are very important. Then they can improve the bank liquidity and the bank cooperation. And the last part is more cooperation between monetary policy and other macroeconomics policies. Thank you for your listening. Bye.